Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is DarkHero and welcome back to another Destiny video. Today I will be discussing my initial thoughts on the new weapon tuning updates. Now remember, guys, this is a discussion and I've only had a couple of days since the patch has released, and this is my own opinion based on my own experience, meaning that you can disagree. This is a discussion. That means that there's dialogue, so if your opinion differs from mine, then let me know what yours is in the comment section below. With that out of the way, let's get started. I was using my good old vanilla Destiny Shadow Price for my first match after the updates. I wanted to test out the low rate of fire auto rifles to get a good feel for them and see what they were like after being buffed. The first match that I played was an absolute joy. It was only a few minutes after the update went live, no more than 10, and everyone was using auto rifles. It was glorious, it felt so satisfying, and for some reason it felt like skill-based matchmaking was nowhere to be seen. I had a blast during that match. Next up, naturally I wanted to test out different weapons, so I proceeded to use my good old messenger, which, if you guys didn't know, is of the same archetype as the Spirit Change, which had 30 impacts, the same archetype of pulse rifles that was buffed. I did that for a few matches and it didn't feel as good. The changes to the pulse rifles were really good, but what I wasn't enjoying was the quote-unquote sidearm meta. The lag that was probably the worst that I have seen in all of Fear 3, missing point-blank shots with shotguns probably due to the airborne accuracy nerf to shotguns. I can actually cope with that. And what looks to be a reinforcement of skill-based matchmaking. I mean, I haven't had such crappy matchmaking since before Bungie changed the matchmaking settings, so I can only assume that to be the case. Not to mention the bad spawns, the worst that I have seen. I mean, for 4 or 5 times I died in less than 2 seconds after spawning, all in a single play session. And I also see lots of people talking about weapon variety, but all I see people using are what I believe will be the new meta, which I will talk about more in depth in a later video, but more specifically I'm talking about the Hawksaw, Hawkmoon, Highest Luna, Palindrome and the Last Word. If I do get matched against people using auto rifles and less common weapons in the Crucible and all, then it is a fun and refreshing experience. But otherwise, I'm not really liking the new changes. The new special ammo thing feels very forced, and does indeed result in a more passive playstyle once you are matched against what is considered to be the tryhards. I was also hoping to see a reduction in the flinch suffered when using a sniper rifle, but that didn't change. And of course, that is now a bigger issue since the base damage of many weapons was increased, which will result in an even higher amount of flinch caused since the flinch factors in base damage. I am also quite unhappy to see that Bungie actually released this patch with it having so many bugs. I am aware that Bungie acknowledged that they would have to delay the patch if they wanted to fix the issues first, but it's on them for announcing an update before testing what they were planning on releasing. Furthermore, the root of it all, the nerf to Blade Dancer's Hungering Blade, was unnecessary in my opinion. The Arc Blade is a melee roaming super, which means you need to expose yourself and getting close in order to get a kill, and it's actually pretty easy to take down a Blade Dancer, especially when team shooting. But I guess the reason as to why Bungie did this is because most of those instances when you are solo 1v1 a Blade Dancer and you almost take him down, but he ends up killing you and regenerating all of his health. But now you only restore a portion of your shields when you get a kill when using Arc Blade with Hungering Blade. I mean, that was sort of the appeal of Blade Dancers in my opinion, and I guess I can live with this change, but it just makes the whole Blade Dancer subclass not as viable. The nerfs to Blink, which I actually didn't use, so I'm fine with those, Quick Draw and Hungering Blade weren't called for in my opinion. I use my Blade Dancer for Quick Draw and Skip Grenades, and a fun super that can either be a hit or a miss. Or at least I used to. Someone at Bungie must really hate Blade Dancers, and I guess I will now convert my Hunter into a Night Stalker, since those seem to be a fantastic subclass right now to combat the meta. But I will talk about that in depth in a different video. As a consequence of this lovely nerf, all Health regen skills from perks or talents were nerfed in a similar fashion, which means that the Voidwalker build, my favorite build mind you, has now become obsolete. And to top it all off, the Ram tank build for Warlocks has been nerfed as well, as Bungie has increased the base damage on a series of things that make sure that a build that revolves around entirely surviving things does not survive said things. As you can tell, I am quite upset, but I actually think that the buff to high impact pulse rifles and auto rifles was a good call. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've only had a couple of days of experience with this new patch, so maybe a few of these things will be fixed, and let's just hope that Bungie fixes their damn glitches fast and not like 3 or 4 months down the line for once. Anyways, that is where I'm going to end this video. If you have any doubts concerning the updates, I will leave a link to the patch notes in the description for you to read. Also, be sure to let me know your thoughts on the update in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash the hell out of the like button below for us, because you already know that your support is greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and turn on the notifications by clicking on the small bell so that you don't miss an ounce of Destiny goodness. Thank you all so much for watching. My name has been DarkHero and I will see you on my next video.
Zone C lost. Zone A neutralized. Enemy captured Zone C. Zone A secure. Only 5 minutes left. Zone B lost. Zone B secure. Zone A lost. You're almost there. Your victory gives the city hope, Guardian. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent.